Hey guys, Ezra, and this is a quarterfinal match in the Tosa Cup between Sabre and AggonyAmp. This is game 1. So we are getting dangerously close to the end of Tosa Cup. It's been a decent 2.5 weeks so far, and it's not bad for a 128 person bracket, to say the least. I thought this was going to take much longer. We're at the prop now, and these two are going to display their skills. Alright, so we are viewing from the point of view of Sabre, and he has a lot of match locks. It looks like 4 or 5, and 3 bow warrior monks, a great guard, 2 great guard, and some Yari samurai, and that's it, my Yari samurai. And as we look over at Amp's side, we have light cav, bow warrior monks, bow samurai, bow ishigaru, spectrum bow units, some great guard, light cavalry, matchlocks, katana cavalry, excuse me. 3 units of katana cav here. We have matchlock ishigaru. So very few melee units on the board here. This is going to be a ranged match, a lot of guns, a lot of arrows. Alright, so Sabre's forming up into a box here, which has proven to be a great defense in the past, almost nearly impossible to impregnate. And it looks like Amp is just forming up towards the river here. And he has a light cav on the side over here, trying to wait for him to get hidden, so we can sneak around with him whenever needed. And minor adjustments just taking place here. So Sabre has his back covered by a single matchlock ishigaru here, and you wonder if Amp sees that and says maybe I should try to sneak around and really stretch Sabre's defense here in this box. So not much action yet. Amp has a stretched line here of the river here. Looks like he wants to take advantage of the size of the defensive position that Sabre has by stretching out the field. And he's already done that with his cav units here, all the way out to the right there. And Amp is stretching out his light cav even more. And you know, these guys aren't really that far away, but they are out of range, so I would expect at least some sort of skirmishing to take place here. At least eventually. And Sabre's making adjustments just to defend himself better from the cavalry. He moves his match up ishigaru to cover a different angle that these matchlocks cannot cover, while having his great guard behind them all. So pretty much all we've seen so far is just a bunch of minor adjustments. We have Amp stretching the field while Sabre is trying to stay confined in his box and get the most protection possible. And Amp is bringing his light cav, katana cav, and another katana cav around, and it looks like Amp's trying to surround Sabre the best that he can here. And Sabre's trying to act accordingly by, you know, adjusting himself, and it looks like he's moving up his archers to skirmish. And volleys are being shot at by Amp and Sabre right here. And Sabre's focusing on this one bow warrior monk unit here, and Amp's moving up his 2 bow samurai units so they can join the fight, and they do, and they shoot off a bunch of fire arrows. And Sabre looks like he tries to run, but it's a little too late as they get a couple volleys off. So Amp has Sabre surrounded for the most part. He has access from every angle almost except for the very rear, and it looks like he's trying to spread him out, and it's making Sabre's box even thinner here. As you can see the protection scheme he has going. And Amp has shot some whistling arrows at the archers of Sabre, and it's actually gone both ways. And it's hit these bow warriors here and the bow samurai on that side. And Sabre's able to make the bow Eshigaru about ready to flee. They are wavering. They're down to 30 guys at their max of 80, so he's trying to make them run away. He does not want to deal with them, and they do. They are now shattered, and the bow warrior monks are pretty close to shattered here. They are wavering with only 8 guys out of 50, and same with the bow samurai. So it looks like the range advantage is about to be lost by Amp, as Sabre still has all 3 of his Naginata warrior monk, or excuse me, not his bow warrior monk archers shooting at his bow samurai unit right here. Amp pulls him away. So Amp knows that he lost the range advantage here, and he is now acting by moving his cab around the map to get behind Sabre, where he's probably the weakest. And we'll be surprised to see charge from all sides while he is moving up his entire army here. Yeah, and Sabre knows it's coming, so he is definitely adjusting for it. So we're at a standstill so far, pretty much just waiting for something to buckle. And here comes Amp's entire army. So he knows he needs to do something, and he is acting. We'll see how he goes about defending this. And Sabre moves up his archers to get as many shots off as he can while they move up. And Sabre's still shooting at the archers here. I'm kind of surprised by that. I figured he would try to get the matchlocks out of the way, since they're going to be the ones that do the most damage. And they are the counter. So here comes the charges on either side. And they're running right into the matchlocks that Sabre has aimed right at them. So it looks like Amp had some successful stops at the matchlocks in the back, but the matchlocks in the front that are actually shooting at all his men are still firing. And his main army is going to be devastated here. And it looks like he might try to attack the back of this matchlock Eshigaru.
Our men are running from the battlefield! Shameful display! Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
The battle's going to be pretty fast here. A lot of guys are dropping. There's a lot of wavering on each side. Amp is really pushing in here, and he's trying to break down Sabre's defensive position here. But Sabre has recovered from the charge in the back and has wiped out all those units. And he's going to try to strengthen the front where he is being attacked. And Sabre brings around 2 Great Guard. Attack this 1 Great Guard here, trying to slow down any more advancing. Sabre's going to try and form up here and start aiming at the rest of these matchlocks here, which is all that Amp has. And it looks like Sabre really has this one. He has way more units, although it is kind of worrisome that he has a giant cluster of guys here that are not being taken care of so well. And Sabre's going to charge his general at Amp's general here. And Sabre also brings up his Great Guard to attack the rest of the matchlock. So this should be the end of Amp here, as everything else is wavering, and Sabre still has many guys still fighting strong. Alright, so that is the round right there. This one looks like it's going to Sabre, as there's just way too much wavering going on here. Yep, and there goes the rest of the game. So game 1 goes to Game
My
1 definitely
lord,
goes to Sabre here.
a glorious victory will soon be yours.
And yeah, that's it. The defensive box won that time.